stand there as the naked truth. Everyone has to ask why the other person is wearing your clothes. When you refuse to participate in the identity swap, the whole scheme falls apart. Suddenly people are looking at this so-called lion and realizing the shirt they're wearing says truth, but everything about them screams lie. They stole your clothes. They stole your identity. They tried to take what was meant for you, and for a while, maybe it looked like they got away with it. Maybe people believed them. Maybe you felt like you were losing. But the whole time, God had a plan. The whole time there was a reversal in motion. And now that reversal is manifesting in ways you're just beginning to see. Everything is changing, and I mean everything. It's like a wind swept through and flipped the whole world upside down. For them, this is devastating. Everything they built on lies is crumbling. Every relationship they maintained through manipulation is fracturing. Every bit of false authority they claimed is being stripped away. They didn't see this coming. They had no time to prepare. They couldn't get their story straight. They couldn't gather their defenses. Boom, truth landed, and there was no recovering from it. But for you, this same change is flipping your world right side up. If things were upside down before, they're being corrected now. If things were already good, they're about to get even better, because you stayed true, because you didn't compromise, because you refused to put on clothes that weren't yours. Now you're stepping into a season of reward, a season of happiness, a season where you can see clearly and walk freely. Let me tell you what else is happening. As you continue walking in this truth, as you continue holding up that mirror, you're becoming something powerful, a spiritual force, an arrow that strikes with precision, a voice that shakes rooms you're not even physically in. I saw this vision of you sending something out, a word, a decision, a step forward, and it made walls shake in places you've never been. It made people gasp who don't even know your name. That's the kind of impact you carry. And here's the thing, you're going to get very comfortable making people uncomfortable. That used to bother you, the tension, the conflict, the knowledge that someone was upset because of something you said or did. But you're moving past that now. You're stepping into a new level of confidence, a new level of authority. When God tells you to speak, you speak. When the truth rises up in you, you let it out. And whoever it needs to hit, it hits. That's not your burden to carry. That's not your problem to solve. Your job is to be the archer. Your job is to release the arrow. Where it lands and who it transforms, that's between them and the Most High. Somebody in a high place is being brought low right now because of what you released. That fake lion who sat on a throne they never earned, they're being dethroned. That person who told everyone you couldn't do it, who said it was impossible, who demanded submission and compliance, they're watching everything fall apart. And you're watching everything come together. Do you feel that? That lightness in your chest? That sense of something lifting off your shoulders? That's the reversal completing itself. That's the mirror magic that was used against you being turned back on the one who cast it. They tried to flip your script. They tried to steal your story. But the author of all things wasn't having it. And now the pen is back in the right hands. Your hands. God's hands. And the next chapter being written is your vindication chapter. Some of you were left in impossible situations, abandoned, betrayed, stranded. You refused to wear clothes that didn't belong to you. You refused to pretend to be something you're not. And that decision, that stubborn, courageous, divinely inspired decision, is what exposed everything. Because here's the thing about walking in your authentic truth. It forces everything fake to reveal itself. You were supposed to fall apart. You were supposed to fail. That was part of their plan. But you didn't fail. You kept going. You kept standing. You kept being you. And now every step you take is like a roar that echoes through the spirit realm. Because remember, they tried to make you the frog. They tried to make themselves the lion. But when you open your mouth now, when you walk forward now, everybody hears it. That's a roar. And all they can do is rip it. Now let me go deeper into this because I don't think you fully grasp the magnitude of what's happening. See, when you spoke that truth, when you held up that mirror, you didn't just affect one person, you set off a chain reaction. Think of it like dominoes. That first truth hit the first domino, and that domino hit the next one, and the next one, and now there's a whole row of revelations falling into place. People who had nothing to do with the original situation are suddenly waking up. They're suddenly seeing things clearly. They're suddenly questioning everything they thought they knew. This is what happens when a chosen one speaks. The words don't just land in one place, they echo. You expose this person to themselves. You expose them to everyone else too. All those people who have been clapping and cheering, all those people who have been submitting to the day, they all saw the ribbon too. And suddenly the spell was broken. Suddenly people started pulling away from this so-called lion. They stopped being so afraid. They stopped feeling like they had to bow down, because you showed them the truth. This person was never a lion. They were a frog who manipulated everyone into seeing something that wasn't real. This person had been giving out glasses. Let me explain what I mean by that. They had been handing out special lenses to everyone around them. When you put those glasses on, you saw them exactly how they wanted to be seen. Powerful, important, untouchable. Those glasses filtered reality. They made the lie look like truth, and the truth look like a lie. But your arrow of truth, it cracked those lenses, it shattered those glasses, and now everyone is seeing with clear eyes for the first time. And they're angry, they're confused, they're questioning everything. How did we fall for this? How did we not see it before? We made decisions based on who we thought this person was. We trusted them, we followed them, and the whole time they were wearing a costume. That mask got ripped straight off their face, and you're the one who did it. Now I need you to hear me when I say this. Somewhere behind the scenes, you're probably getting blamed. They're probably talking about you when you're not around. They're probably trying to make you the villain in this story. Mirror holder, look what they did. They ruined everything. They exposed everything. How dare they? But listen to me carefully. That's exactly what you were supposed to do. You were sent to shake that room. You were called to speak that truth. You were designed to hold up that mirror. This is your assignment, and you executed it perfectly. Some of you didn't even say anything directly. Some of you just started living differently. You made a change in your own life that triggered all of this. Maybe you had a glow up. Maybe you shifted your finances. Maybe you changed your appearance, your status, your situation.